Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come as this bout is for the ABF Silver Bantamweight title. Calling first to the ring, out of the blue corner, Vikas Bhardwaj. And now welcoming his opponent into the ring, Herlan Gomez.
Of 12 wins. And folks, I think our microphones have just come back in, so just to reintroduce Herlan Gomez making his way to the ring from the Philippines with a fight record of 13 fights in total, 12 wins, only 1 loss, 0 draws.
Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner with a professional boxing record of 4 victories, no losses, and only 1 bout even, wearing white with yellow trim. Proudly representing India. Please give it up for Vikas Bhardwaj. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, hailing out of and proudly representing the Philippines with a professional boxing record of 12 victories and only 1 defeat. Please give it up for Herlan Gomez. And inviting into the ring Mr. Brico Santig, Mr. Nalis Singwangcha, and Mr. Supanat Chandram. May I please ask everybody to stand up and pay your respects to the fighters' national anthems, please. ขอเชิญทุกท่านยืนขึ้นนะครับเพื่อเคารพเพลงชาติของนักมวยทั้งคู่ด้วยครับ Thank you, Mr. Brico Santig, Mr. Nalis Singwangcha, and Mr. Supanat Chandram for supporting our FCC Highland Boxing Promotions. This bout is for the ABF Silver Bantamweight title. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Mr. Jojo Torres. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Warawut Duan Kao, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Mr. Tanagon Kantong.
The referee brings the fighters to the center of the ring. We have Herlan Gomez from the Philippines. He is in the black trunks with the white stripe against Vikas Bhardwaj representing India. And this fight is contested at 122 pounds for the ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title, scheduled for 10 rounds. And now we start the first round. Good jab to the body here from Gomez. Very sharp boxing.
And you know, I've seen Vikas fight before as well. He's got a beautiful jab. He doesn't necessarily have the same style as the other Indian fighters where they tend to for a lot of looping, unorthodox hooks. He's got some nice straight shots, and he's also got an amateur boxing background as well, which is a big difference here. And you can see it already in his jab, but some great jabs by Gomez as well.
Really nice exchanges here on.
Cracking, clubbing right hand landed by Gomez there. I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing with Gomez as well. He's landing to the body very early on. The opening round, you tend to have a little bit more speed, a little bit more gas in your tank as well. So I assume he's going to try and pay a lot of investment into that body very early on. Try and take away the gas tank of Vikas.
Gomez starting these exchanges. Vikas looking to counter. Good jabs from both fighters here.
And this is beautiful boxing, exactly what you would expect for an ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title fight. Both fighters holding central ring, and it's just jab for jab right now. It's very much a chess match. You're trying to get your pawns into the middle of the chessboard and try and really state your dominance here. Beautiful stuff from both of these fighters.
Good jab here from Vikas. Keep flicking that jab out. Just misses that right hand. Gomez looking very confident. Both fighters looking good. Good exchanges from both of them.
And you can see they're both going for the same counter punch as well. They're both trying to throw that jab and then flick that right hand, almost turning that right straight into a right hook. And there it is, exactly what we were talking about. Vikas shows that right hand and turns it into the right hook right at the end. So they both got the exact same game plan right now, which is a beautiful thing in boxing, because when you've got a mirror match, so to speak, it tends to be who makes the first mistake or who is just a little bit less fast on the shot tends to lose the exchanges.
Gomez resets himself. Lovely right hand down the center there. Return with jabs from Vikas.
Nice shoulder roll. You can see as well, Herlan Gomez is now starting to change things up as well. He's thrown that left hook onto the right hand. A nice left hook down to the body as well. And this is the body shots we were talking about. Herlan Gomez likes to invest in body shots very early on. He's got the gas tank to go an entire 10 rounds, no doubt about it. But does Vikas have that gas tank coming from an amateur background where you're pretty much usually going 4-round fights a lot of the time? It's a testament, can you last 10 rounds?
Lovely variation from here from Gomez. He's going to the head, he's going to the body. He's curling that right uppercut through the guard. Lovely left hook, right uppercut. Overhand there. Good round there. Both fighters back to the corner. We will be back with the action replays.
So very interesting round. So here's some of these replays. We see that exchange very early on. Jab for jab action. And then it's very much who can get their right hand off first and more accurately. So you see with Herlan Gomez, he likes to step back and really kind of roll with the punches, take the sting out of the punches, so to speak. And I do think that Herlan Gomez edged that round ever so slightly. Although it was a great round for Vikas Bhardwaj here, I do believe Herlan Gomez just edged that round with some more accurate and some more powerful shots being landed. But for those of you watching at home right now, whoever's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, thanks for being here right now watching this fight live at Lumpini Boxing Stadium, one of the best stadiums here in Asia, so to speak. They call it the Madison Square Garden of Asia. It's a great stadium, a great place that you can get down to right now to come watch this fight. But who did you have winning that first round? I'm going to give it on my unofficial scorecard. I'm going to give that round to Herlan Gomez.
I agree with you absolutely, Jimmy. It was very tit for tat, but Gomez had the hardest shots, the strongest shots, I believe. And now we start round 2. We have Vikas in the white and gold, and we have Gomez in the black and white.
And we already see Vikas with a very stiff jab to open these rounds as well. So both of these fighters, again, with a great game plan. I mean, I'm loving that double jab. I love the fact that he flicks that jab out. The first one hits the guard, but the second one always seems to get through for Vikas.
Working really well for him. Really good double jab. Maybe if he could stick something on the end.
Great counters in between some of these combinations here. And like you just said, Ollie, it would be nice if he puts something on that double jab as well. He's landing the double jab, but then where's that third punch combination? He's got the speed for it. And there's a great left hook upstairs as well.
Yeah, very much now. Vikas, his offense is that double jab. He throws the hook. Oh, lovely left hook, right hand. He's very much looking to counter punch Gomez. And Gomez getting off these combinations. Throwing 2 up top, maybe 2 to the body.
It's almost as if he heard you, Ollie, as well, to do something differently, because he's landing the double jab now and throwing the left hook with it. And that is the great thing with a jab as well. You can turn a jab into a left hook very, very quickly. If you've already landed the double jab several times, you now throw a regular jab, and then that second jab is now turned into a hook, and it gets around the guard of your opponent. He's read Herlan Gomez beautifully. He knows Herlan Gomez is expecting that second jab now. He's now turned it into a hook. Great move by the man from India, Mr. Vikas here.
Yeah, just figuring out his opponent as the fight goes on. You're starting to see these counter shots are looking a lot more sharper as well. Just like that, he throws back the 1-2.
Herlan Gomez going to the body, which I like to see, but I think he's getting hit with way too many shots in this second round. Vikas has changed things up, but as I was saying earlier, can Vikas go 10 rounds at this pace? Because you've always got to pretend that these fights are going to go the full 10 rounds. You never know what's going to happen in boxing. Can Vikas keep a pace up like this for 10 rounds? I believe Herlan Gomez can, but I'm not sure Vikas can.
And now you got Gomez looking to counter-punch Vikas when he's throwing that jab out. He knows this is a favourite of Vikas to throw that double jab. He's still pressing forward, though. He's back on the offence.
And we see Herlan Gomez starting to pick things up here, starting to dig down to the body. But, you know, often in boxing, the body punches don't tend to be favoured on the judges' scorecards. It just tends to be a thing of, like, they like to see the clean punches being landed upstairs a lot of the time, because those hooks to the sides of the body don't tend to land in amateur boxing as well, and it sometimes transcends into professional boxing. But some great combinations now being landed by Herlan Gomez. I mean, I think Vikas started this round very strong, but I'm starting to see Herlan Gomez starting to pick things up a little bit more now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Good work from Gomez. I do question how much of these shots are landing on the guard, how many are clean, just like that, 2 shots to the guard.
But it's interesting you say that, because if you're a judge and you're on the other side of the ring as well, you might think these shots are landing clean. We know they're not, but as a judge you hear the slapping of the gloves and you're on the opposite angle of the shot. It looks like it's landed clean, but here we are, end of round number 2. Now, to me that was a very close round, Ollie, but you know, talk us through these replays.
Very much 50-50 round. We see that double jab there. Good counter punches from Vikas. When he's pressing forward, he works well. Seen a lot more variation, but once again, Gomez throwing good combinations, going high, going low, just slipping out the way of these counter punches of Vikas.
I really struggled to split that round, to be honest. I mean, I started off thinking Vikas was absolutely dominating the round, and then Herlan Gomez really came alive towards the end. But it's also one of those things in boxing where how you start the round and how you finish the round is usually where the judges like to see it. The middle of that round gives the judges something to really think about for the end of the round, and I think Herlan pretty much ended the round stronger, so it depends on what the judges are going to favour here. Now, I always like to make an unofficial scorecard. I think that round could have gone either way. I would have liked to have edged it towards Vikas here. I do think he did just enough for the majority of that round, but I think Herlan did less in the opening round, but ended it strong. What about you, Ollie?
I believe Vikas landed the cleaner shots to start off with. Though Gomez had more volume at the end, I feel that Vikas was landing the cleaner shots at the beginning of the round, so I'd be more inclined to give that second round to Vikas. And now we are back in the 3rd round.
Some great combinations landed by Herlan Gomez, and maybe he feels he lost that round as well. Maybe he realized he's got to step things up here. Start going to the body as much as you can. You can see that Herlan is breathing a lot heavier right now. He's got an open mouth, and often when you see somebody with their mouth wide open, it tends to be a good sign that they're getting really tired.
Yes, starting his first round much more stronger. Can't afford to let Vikas get confident as he did in that second round. He got very confident with that double jab. He started building on it. He was throwing hooks off of it. He was throwing crosses off of it. And Gomez looking to counter punch that overhand right. Just narrowly misses. That jab working well for Vikas.
Yeah, Vikas starting to flip that jab up, but he's also not throwing anything off it anymore like he did in that second round. And this is what my concern was. I think Vikas's pace might be slowing down right now, and I think that's going to be the issue here.
And this guard, Gomez here, very low hands. It's almost like psychologically you're inviting someone in, like he invites Vikas in there to throw. It's like a trap door. It's saying it's there if you want it, you try it, but there might be something there for you. There might be a counter hook, there might be an overhand, and he just rolls off.
Very good observation. I mean, we like to call it the Venus flytrap. I mean, you try and lay something out there, you try and invite them in, but you've got to have a counter punch with it, and this is the point here. To beat somebody with a Philly shell, to beat somebody who likes the shoulder roll, it's smothering the shot when you come in, because single punch combinations is what a Philly shell really does well against. But if you start throwing triple jabs, quadruple jabs, and mixing it up with other shots, it's really hard for a Philly shell to really do anything out here. And I think that's what Vikas is doing here. This is stylistically a great matchup for both fighters, because Vikas' style is somewhat... And there's a beautiful right hand over the top. Hits the shoulder with a jab. Right hand over the top. Great move by Vikas here.
Yeah, Vikas building these combos. And like you say, it doesn't work so well when he's on the back foot. Eventually he's going to run out of space, and Vikas is coming forward, throwing punches in bunches, 3-4 shot combos, and eventually he's getting caught by something. He's running out of space. He can't evade everything, and there needs to be the threat there of that counter punch too, or Vikas is just going to get confident and continue to do what he does.
And that's exactly it, Ollie. It's having the counter punch to make him feel like you can't just keep doing this. But even then, Vikas is getting on the end of these exchanges. To me, he's doing a lot better now in this round. I think Herlan started it well. Vikas is now finishing it strong. Final 10 seconds here. Great jab to the body, a right hand to follow.
Good work here from Vikas. Good. And this is the end of round 3. We'll be over to our action replays. What do you think of that round so far, Jimmy?
I mean, I love that round. I mean, you see these action replays. You see Herlan started the round very strong, but there was that nice jab to the body, and then that left hook upstairs landed by Vikas. But, I mean, there was that right hand we were talking about where he pushed it back against Herlan Gomez. He kept marching forward. He kept throwing more than one punch combinations. I mean, again, to me, that was a very hard round to really score. I mean, we like to make unofficial scorecards here quite often as well. You see Brika in the corner as well of one of his fighters. Likes to give some great fight advice as well. And that's the great thing about Brika. He can do it all. He can promote fights. He can give you corner advice. And you see in the corner of Vikas right now, I mean, he's got less people supporting him here right now, but he's doing a great job. But to me, Vikas wins this fight by keeping up the pace. Herlan Gomez wins this fight by having a better gas tank. What do you think, Ollie?
I'm starting to be really impressed by Vikas. I think he's starting to put a lot more sting in his shots, and I think he's earning the respect of Gomez now. But brilliant boxing from both fighters. This is a very worthy fight of the ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title. And we start the 4th round. Good right hand there from Gomez. Good work to the body as we've seen so far in this fight.
I'm liking what I'm seeing by Herlan very early on in this fight. Herlan Gomez just doing a great job right now to start pushing back Vikas, because like you mentioned, Ollie, when Gomez is on the front foot coming forward, he does very well against Vikas. Vikas does well coming forward. Gomez goes well going forward as well. So now it's about, that's why we see so many jabs in the center of the ring. It's a chess game of who can then put their pawns where they want them, and then who can bypass those pawns in the middle. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now. It's a very, very tricky chess game right now between these two fighters. A lot of psychology games going on.
Absolutely. You're seeing a change in the guard of Gomez. Before he's staying on the outside, dropping his hands, inviting Vikas to throw. He's maybe learned from the last round that this is not the best game plan. And now you see him with a high guard, marching forward, trying to stand closer to Vikas.
Absolutely, you can see the change in the guard that he's done. Usually, you know, the Philly shell, the shoulder roll is a back foot style of fighting, but then when you come forward, it doesn't work coming forward. Only very few fighters in history have been able to have an aggressive shoulder roll. Of course, you know, you have Tank Davis, who's got a very aggressive shoulder roll. You have James Turney, Andre Ward. They could be an aggressive shoulder roll fighter, but it's very hard to keep going forward with a shoulder roll, and that's what I'm seeing right now with Herlan Gomez. He's changed things up here with a high guard, but he's getting clipped as well. He's getting clipped by these counters here.
Yeah, good counter shots by Vikas. He's really shortening them shots, and then there on the outside, that jab works really well. I think this is why Gomez is trying to get closer. He doesn't want to be on the end of these sharp shots by Vikas. He's doing very well close, and then we've gone back. Dropping that guard. Good work here, but he can't afford to get caught. There's very good exchanges from both fighters here. As you spoke about earlier, does Vikas have the gas tank? This is scheduled for 10 rounds. We are nearly at the end of our 4th round, and it looks like Vikas is throwing with intent. Gomez looks like he's pacing himself a bit more, throwing more combinations, not so heavy. Is he prepared to go the full 10 rounds?
And that's the classic situation here. The gas tank tends to win fights like this. When you've got similar styles and a mirror situation, you'll tend to have the gas tank win it. Some great shots getting through the middle of the guard here. I mean, this is a great title fight. Exactly what you expect from every title fight. Both fighters landing counters on the inside. Both have got the same idea. I would hate to be a judge for this fight.
Very difficult job tonight the judges have watching this. Brilliant exchanges here, both getting caught. And that is the end of our 4th round. A brilliant round so far. Once again, a very difficult round to score. I would not like to be the judges tonight on this one. This is a very worthy fight. And here we are at action replays, seeing some of these exchanges. Good jabs there by Vikas. Very good work from Gomez. Good, just shoulder rolling. Throwing over the top, going to the body. Once again, this fight is for the ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title. It is contested over 10 rounds at 122 pounds. If you're just tuning in, we have Gomez in the black and white shorts representing the Philippines against Vikas Bhardwaj representing India in the white and gold shorts.
A very good round. I mean, I gave that one to Gomez for that round as well. I mean, he came forward, he was aggressive. They both landed some nice counters, some very powerful shots, but Gomez was going forward, and that's what the judges favor as well. They like someone being aggressive. But here we are for the 5th round. We have the Philippines taking on India.
Gomez starting the round again, pushing forward, high guard. And he knows this is the key to his success. He can't be on the outside of Vikas and let him get off them straight shots. He has to be wary of these counters too. Vikas still throwing with some dangerous intent, some venom.
I'm curious what the referee, I mean, look, Mr. Jojo Torres is a very great referee. I think there's some tape loose on the glove. One of the best referees for these fights as well. But he's now biting at the gloves to get that tape off. I like it. No nonsense, straight into the action. Great stuff. And here we are back into the action for this ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title fight.
Efficiency there from the corner man. I don't think he wants to give Gomez any breathing time.
I mean, I would probably want my fighter, if I was Vikas, to have more breathing time. I think the fitness level of Gomez to me is a lot better than Vikas. But then again, we see these loving clubbing shots coming over the top as well. So very lovely stuff by Vikas once again. But I think Gomez is starting to get the timing down. Those jabs to the body, those right hands to the body are starting to get through a lot better now.
As you said earlier about these Indian fighters, wow, good connection there. Good uppercut from Vikas. Throwing these unorthodox shots, even if they don't land clean, sometimes they can hit you on the forearms, they can off-balance you, and create more opportunities. Good straight right hand.
And he's knocking the head back of Gomez here. Now, the interesting thing here, Gomez coming forward is going to be favored by the judges a lot more, because I think Vikas is doing a lot better in these exchanges. I think he's getting a lot better shots off, a lot stronger shots. With that being said, Gomez is the one coming forward. They favor fighters who are the aggressors. They favor the fighters who come forward. And that's a different thing here. If Vikas started coming forward, he would start winning this round a little bit more clearly. A great double jab with a right hand. But the head movement of Gomez, beautiful stuff as well.
Brilliant work there from Vikas. And good uppercut there from Gomez. Still pushing forward. I just feel like sometimes he's almost swimming upstream when Vikas is throwing. It's hard for him to stand his ground. His head's getting knocked back. But still, good work. All Gomez needs to do, if he has the gas tank, is keep pressing forward. And eventually Vikas may crumble, he may run out of gas, his power may drop, and he may find the opportunity that he's looking for, going to the head, going to the body.
Great right hand to the uppercut there. Gomez returns with some body shots as well. Another one of those rounds where I just don't really know who's winning clearly enough. It's not a clear-cut round of who's winning clearly.
Very difficult to judge this. I mean, I'm enjoying this fight, and I know, Jimmy, you too will be enjoying this. I think everyone watching live on the YouTube now is being treated to a brilliant exchange. Two brilliant fighters. We have the Filipino Gomez versus Vikas Bhardwaj from India.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving every second of this round and this fight in general. I mean, it's so close, and it's what you want to see, Ollie. For a title fight, you want to see two people proving that they want it more, and you see Gomez comes alive at the end of round number 5. Another round where, look, I know I sometimes get these things wrong in my own opinion, but I do think Vikas deserves to win that round with the counter punches. The head's being knocked back. You see with these action replays, you know, great head movement there by Gomez, but Vikas, to me, was landing the cleaner counter punches. The aggressor definitely goes to Gomez, but Vikas, to me, was landing the counter punches. And to me, it depends what you like to see and what you think you're seeing, because what I'm seeing right now is Gomez is the aggressor coming forward, taking the fight to Vikas, but I'm also seeing that Vikas is playing Gomez's style and using the counters very well. So to me, the counter punches to me deserve that round. However, I can probably see the judges would give that one to Gomez, and I wouldn't argue with it as well. I think you could flip a coin sometimes and say, look, it's very fair who took that round.
Yeah, once again, that is a very difficult round to score. All I know is these two boxers are doing justice to Lumpini Stadium today. And now we approach the 6th round, scheduled for 10. We'll see as this fight goes on. Jimmy, what do you think Gomez should be doing? He seems to... It's not easy on the outside, it's not easy on the inside, and the same for Vikas.
He's got the head movement to get nice and low. He's got the pivotal movement. He knows how to get his hips moving. There we see it right there. He's got the movement to go to the body, and I think he's just got to keep pushing the pace, but also using the clinch. I don't know why he wants to fight in the center of the ring anymore. I think he needs to start getting his opponent into the corner and making it a little bit more of a dogfight, so to speak, and just start tearing up that body like a bazooka.
He's looking good there when he's the one looking to counter, when he's letting Vikas go first and he's countering with them short shots, those uppercuts, those hooks to the body, putting the pressure on Vikas. And once again, you mentioned that gas tank. This is maybe the game plan of Gomez. Wear him down. More experienced fighter for these longer rounds.
But look, Vikas has definitely impressed me with his gas tank. I'm surprised he's keeping up such a good pace for right now. He's definitely dropped from round number 1 and round number 2. That's not, you know, something that we can't see, but at the same time, he's still finding the counter punch as well. And when you're tired, you've got to go for timing a lot more than speed and power. You've got to rely on your timing being there. But you see Gomez just marching him down, walking towards his opponent. You know, he kind of gives you that Mexican boxing style, walking your opponent down, going to the body like Julio Cesar Chavez used to always do. He would just walk you down. Even if you hit him with 3, he would keep walking you down, going to your body, and eventually take you out.
I mean, Vikas definitely looking like he has more venom in his hands, but the way Gomez is coming forward, all it takes is just one counter punch to the body this late in a fight, and that can just end someone.
Yeah, very good point. All it takes is that one shot to the body when you're tired or when you're coming forward. That body shot really hits hard. But look, I think Gomez is playing the sport of boxing really well here. He's doing what he needs to do to win these rounds. He's coming forward. He's holding a high guard. Now, we know a lot of these shots are getting through. We know Vikas is landing a lot of clean shots. I know that the judges will be favoring Gomez in an exchange like this. I favor the counter punches. I favor the back foot fighters. The judges favor someone going forward. It's easier to judge somebody going forward than somebody on the back foot.
Yeah, good work from Gomez coming forward. I think, you know, he's willing to take some shots to give some back. He throws 2 upstairs, 1 to the body. Sometimes it's these shots that you don't see that hurt you. And then Vikas has that high guard, letting the body shots get through. You've got to wonder how much these are affecting him. Will these affect his gas tank going on?
Great right hand got through there by Gomez. The cracking right hand. I mean, this is what I like about Gomez. He's taken a lot of good shots, but he's also giving back exactly what he takes. He's going to the body. I do not like that his hands are at his hips right now. You've still got to respect the power of Vikas. Vikas has got some strong counters, but some great forward shots landed by Gomez there.
Yeah, lovely right hand there, but he is dropping his own hands a lot. Slips off that jab. And a good round there. And we will be back with the highlights in just 1 second. A brilliant fight so far. Very even in my opinion. Good exchanges here from both fighters. See Gomez working that body, coming up through the guard. Good counter punches from Vikas. Very good counter punching from Vikas. Looks like he seems to be doing more damage. I just wonder how much these body shots are taking a toll on Vikas. They're the shots you don't see. We can't tell how much he's going to be hurting right now. But Gomez seems to be very keen and keep searching for that body. And there we have the ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title. One of these fighters will be walking away today as champion.
And like you said, how many of these body shots can Vikas actually be taking? Because, look, when you're in a fight, it's very hard to know you're getting hit to the body sometimes, and then eventually it's almost like a switch. It just turns on, your legs turn to jelly, and you start to realize that your punches are not really landing the way you thought they would. So it's a delayed response. Can he go these 10 rounds at this pace? We will find out. But here we are for round number 7.
Nice tight guard again from Vikas, but Gomez looking to come around the side of these arms, looking to come up the middle with an uppercut, staying a lot closer, keep pressing forward. Good, doubles it up there and then throws one to the right, 3 body shots.
Great punch combinations and punch selection here by Herlan Gomez, really stepping it up now in this round. I mean, I think this fight is almost 50-50 right now, but I think the way Herlan Gomez is coming out in the 7th round is really trying to solidify that he is the champion here. He is the one who deserves that belt. He's marching forward, but he's not just taking shots. He's now marching forward with a jab. He's doing something differently than he did in the previous rounds.
Yes, absolutely. You see him working that jab more, and to me it looks like Gomez has a lot more sting in his hands than the previous rounds.
And that was the gas tank we were talking about. You know, when you're tired, Ollie, the punches that you're throwing are not landing clean, and then the shots that you think should be landing seem to be slipping away. So I think, like we said, Gomez's plan, wear the man down and then start landing your counters, keep marching forward. I mean, to me, this is the Herlan Gomez round so far, but we're only 1 minute in.
Yes, as you know, Jimmy, you know more than anyone, many fighters over history, their plan is they're losing a fight until they're not. They move forward, they just pressure you, and eventually you crack.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen fighters over time, their strategy has always been, I can take more damage than you, I can wear you out, and then I'll take you out in the later rounds. You know, the fighter we spoke about earlier, Carl Froch used to do it. Mickey Ward used to do it. A lot of these fighters, Winky Wright, used to walk you down with a high guard and then just tear you apart with big shots. And I think that's what we're seeing with Herlan Gomez. He knows his gas tank. He knows his conditioning is just ever so slightly better. Now, like I said, Vikas isn't bad. He's not exactly that tired. It's just, I think in terms of energy levels, it's not the same as round number 1.
Yeah, definitely. I feel we're seeing him slow down a bit now. The counter punching's not how it was. Good shot selection here from Gomez. We see him go to the body again.
And we see now when he backs up, he just holds a high guard. He's no longer trying to slip and move with these shots. He's just taking the shots on the guard. And when you take punches to the guard, they're still hitting you. Your hands are still hitting you.
I feel Vikas standing a lot stronger than Gomez is. When Vikas is hitting Gomez, he's shoulder rolling, he's catching, and then, you know, that stops his exchanges there, whereas Phil Vikas is still standing quite strong, in a good position to counter back, steps off with a counter left hook there.
Final 10 seconds of this 7th round, and, you know, to me, I think out of every round we've seen so far, I think this one is very clearly Herlan Gomez's round. And we see a little bit of blood trickling out of somewhere, and we'll find out in just a moment, but we're going to go to some action replays here. But to me, that was a great round for Herlan Gomez, and we'll see with these action replays here. So you see there was exchanging jabs early on. We saw the counter punches, but you see there with Vikas, there was moments where he could have got the counter off, and it was just missing ever so slightly, and those shots were not missing in the rounds earlier, but they're starting to miss now because he's getting more tired as well. And you see Herlan Gomez was getting clipped in some of these replays. I don't think these replays are really giving justice to Herlan Gomez. Now, to me, that was the clearest round for me to judge. I've got to give that one to Herlan Gomez. So, going into the 8th round, I mean, I've now got Herlan Gomez up on the scorecards. However, we see some blood trickling out of the mouth here.
Just looking over to the corner, trying to see if I can see where this blood is coming from. The advice there in the corner, he's looking like he wants him to throw the body more, throw that right uppercut more. I think the right uppercut is working well, but not always getting through the guard of Vikas. Vikas holding quite a tight guard.
Yeah, I mean, we can see that. We can see that that tight guard is doing a good job for him, but also you got to remember, when you hold that tight guard, the more tired you get as well, the more your forearms and wrists are going to start slapping you as well.
These fighters do not seem to be slowing down. Always very fast starts to the round. That double jab working well all night for Vikas.
And we tend to see a second win from some fighters as well. It takes a few rounds for him to warm up, and I'm starting to see a little bit more activity from Vikas. Herlan Gomez going back to his Arturo Gatti style of fighting, walking you down with a shoulder roll, but taking a lot of shots in the process. I mean, Gatti was known for this. He had the shoulder roll style. He would take a lot of shots, but he would never once go down. He would never once take a knee if he didn't have to. He was very much a warrior, and I'm starting to see this with Herlan Gomez's style. Very much an Arturo Gatti style.
Throwing a lot more volume now, Gomez. Good counter punching still from Vikas. That right uppercut, he's been working that all night, sticking the jab out now. Vikas slowing down a little bit on the counters, look like that. Hit him there a bit.
Nice jab to the body being landed, of course, by Vikas now. And this is the thing, we start to see things slow down. We're in the 8th round. Both of these fighters have gone toe-to-toe the entire fight. A great counter right hand as well, but this version of Herlan Gomez is going to win these rounds. He's marching you down. He's making you, he's forcing you to not throw the counters because he's constantly throwing shots upstairs and making you have a high guard. But a great right hand gets through.
Yeah, good boxing here. Another right hand comes over and a third. Just tapping that jab out. Throwing the right hook. Good counter there again from Vikas.
But the issue here with Vikas is I don't think these shots win the round. I don't think these single punch combinations are going to win in the round. Although these counter punches are getting through as well, unless you've got the knockout power to really back it up. To me, I think he needs a knockdown right now to really win this fight, because to me, I think he's now 2 rounds down in this fight.
Yeah, I think the judges may favor Gomez coming forward, showing more aggression, showing more volume. Even if Vikas is doing very good counter-punching on the back foot. More volume there from Vikas.
35 seconds on the timer here, but to me, Gomez has just done enough to edge this round. Vikas is starting to pick things up, but he's just not doing enough. He needs to start doubling that jab more. He needs to get those right hands going that were working for him. These shots work for him. He lands a combination and then just kind of sits back and watches his progress. We saw in the first 3 rounds, Vikas would follow him up with triple jabs and right hands. Now we're starting to see these combinations get less and less.
And to the end of the round here, you're seeing Gomez throw and then get out of range of Vikas. And that worked very well at the end of the round there for him. And we will go over to the highlights from this last round. Good work there from Gomez, good combinations. Sometimes just turning his head to the side. Getting clipped a little bit, trying to shoulder roll. Vikas with these good counters. Not the cleanest punch, but good work nevertheless from our man from India, Vikas Bhardwaj. Very nearing the end of this fight, which has been a brilliant fight so far to watch. 2 men very deserving of this ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title. Going into the 9th round. Good high guard from Gomez. Seeking the body out again. Right uppercut.
We see the hooks now starting to be utilized a little bit more by Vikas. He wasn't really utilizing them in the later rounds. He started to kind of just go back to a straight punch, which is a great tactic, but I think he needs to mix things up here. When someone's got a high guard, go around the guard with these hooks as well.
Yes, he's had some success, but I feel sometimes maybe just catching Vikas on the arms. We're not seeing him, and there we see him throw to the body more. Good, tapping the punches out. Vikas still on the back foot, pumping that jab out. Good counter punching there. Good.
And some nice combinations being landed by Gomez, but we see the same thing here with Gomez. He comes forward with his hands down low, which is usually a sign of he's very tired, but he knows he's got to do something. And the punches Gomez is throwing right now don't have as much as a sting behind them. He's almost peppering, or, you know, something that we call in the business is shoe shining. Shoe shining is where you basically make it look like you're throwing lots of shots and lots of damage, but you're just doing it to impress the judges. Joe Calzaghe would do it. Sugar Ray Leonard was notorious for shoe shining his opponent to make it look like he's dominating the fight.
And I think sometimes you could just throw like 3 of those shots and then throw a powerful one on the end, which we've seen him do a few times. Just tap at that guard and then throw a powerful hook, throw a powerful body shot. Not looking so stable on his feet now. Gomez looking tired. Vikas still looking okay on the back foot, but once again, both of these fighters very fatigued now in this 9th round.
To me, Vikas is landing the crisper shots in this round. Both fighters look very tired, but to me, Vikas is the one winning this round with some of the nice counter punches he's thrown in between. And like you said, it's throwing those combinations and adding something tough on the end of it. And you see some big right hands now getting through from Gomez, and you can tell Gomez's corner is telling him you need to go forward with the power shots. Great right hand by Vikas.
Yeah, no stopping Gomez. He has been pushing forward for the last 5 or 6 rounds. Good combos there. Takes a few from Vikas still.
Another close round here, Ollie. I mean, we've only, to me, had 2 rounds which are quite obviously Herlan Gomez. Every other round to me has been so close, it's very hard to know who's winning this fight. But of course, we see it from every angle. We see every counterpunch that actually lands. The judges are probably only seeing one side of the fight sometimes.
Yeah, this round hard to score, but I think though Gomez is going forward, Vikas may be throwing the harder, cleaner shots.
And that's the interesting thing here. To me, Vikas is landing the better shot. Gomez is the one taking the fight to his opponent, but some big clubbing right hands over the top. 10 seconds to go of this 9th round.
A good end there to the 9th round. We will be looking at the highlights of this 9th round. One more round left, and someone will be crowned the new ABF Silver Super Bantamweight title.
I mean, I'll take you through some of these replays here. So we saw some nice inside boxing by Gomez. We saw some nice double jabs being landed by Vikas here. And there was that left hook for left hook exchange on the replays. And here's where Vikas started to put some combinations together. But Gomez also doing a good job to constantly keep this fight in. I mean, Gomez took the fight to his opponent, kept marching forward, kept forcing the counters as well. I mean, to me, you either go... you could even call that fight, that round a draw. It's very hard to call it because, to me, both fighters landed some great shots. Vikas, to me, landed the better counter punches. However, Gomez landed and took the fight to Vikas, which is what I like to see as well. So I think the judges will give that one to Gomez, but I think you could kind of take it either way. I'll give that round a draw. I think it was incredibly close.
Very close round indeed. I feel this 10th round is for anyone's taking. Both fighters need to come out and try win this round because I believe this fight is very close so far.
It's close on our scorecards, but is it close on the judges' scorecards? We know the judges favour fighters who come forward and take the fight to their opponent. We know that Vikas has landed some cleaner counter punches, so to speak. So it's one of those interesting things, Ollie. We know what we're seeing, but what the judges are seeing is not going to be the same thing.
Vikas looking like he's picked up the pace now, like he's willing to come forward and exchange. Maybe he knows, maybe his corner are telling him you need to go out, you need to knock him down, or you need to knock him out, you need to win the round. Seeing a higher pace from Vikas, not just marching back now.
And I think a knockdown for either this fighter is what they need to be sure that they're winning this fight, because this 10th and final round, I mean, although I've got this fight very even, I am still edging it to Gomez right now. I do think he's winning this fight. This 10th round needs to be a strong one for Vikas, and a great right hand followed up by a left as well. And a great left hand gets through. Gomez looking like he's wobbling ever so slightly.
Good work there from Vikas, but you have to ask, how much do they have left in the tank? A lovely 1-2 down the center.
How much do you have in the gas tank for this title fight as well? Your final round of a title fight, you need to give it everything you've got. It's not the case of whatever you don't do now, you're going to regret later. You've got to push the pace. Gomez now starting to go on that front foot. Vikas needs to do the same thing.
Gomez showing no quitting him whatsoever, still pushing forward. Vikas backs him up.
Gomez with a nice clubbing right hand. I'm like what I see with Gomez. He looks very calm. He looks very cool here. He's not getting overexcited by the action of Vikas, but Vikas still putting these pieces together, landing some good shots, but Gomez comes alive with a good combination. Vikas returns.
Yeah, good work from Gomez going forward there. Good combination, good counter punch, uppercut there from Vikas. Uppercut returned by Gomez. This is a very exciting end to the round here. 1 minute left, and then we will be crowning a new champion.
I mean, it is a case right now to me. Who wants it more? Who's put the more rounds in the gym? Who's done the harder training? Great left hook by Herlan Gomez to end that exchange. 30 seconds to prove yourself. Who wants it more? I just think Vikas is not doing enough there. I think Herlan Gomez going forward, forcing the action, is just enough to win it here for him. 20 seconds to prove it here, Ollie.
No quitting Gomez here. Always pushing forward, standing strong, happy to trade with Vikas. Good counter punching here. We have 10 seconds left in this round. Vikas coming forward, emptying everything. Got the man on the ropes. He hits him with a good right hand. And that is the end of this ABF Silver Superweight Bantam title fight.
Ollie, I've got to give that round to Vikas here. I mean, talk us through some of these replays.
Yeah, Vikas finishing very strong there. You see at the beginning of the round, he's pushing forward, meeting Gomez in the middle. Good combinations here, good counter punching. Gomez just with his hands down there, eating a few on the chin, even if they're not hurting. The judges are looking at this. Vikas is scoring. Good counter punching there from Gomez. These two coming down to this last round, happy to trade exchanges. Two warriors. Absolutely brilliant fight. Very title worthy. I've enjoyed this fight very much. Happy to be here with you, Jimmy, witnessing it.
I mean, look, I gave that final round just for that two big exchanges in that round where we saw Vikas nearly put Herlan Gomez away. There was moments twice in that fight, in the middle of the round, at the end of the round. I gave that final round to Vikas. However, did Vikas do enough? I think it was 2 rounds where there were 2 rounds which could have gone either way, and that's exactly what we're about to find out in just a moment. So, look, I think this fight could go either way. I think Herlan Gomez may have just edged this fight personally, but at the same time, we're going to find out now with Peter Demon with the official announcement after all the scores have been counted up. But what a fight.
First judge, Mr. Waterwood Dunkao, scores it 94-96 for the red corner. Judge number 2, Mr. Thanakorn Kantong, scores it 94-96 for the red corner. And the third judge scores it, Mr. Carlos Costa, 94-96. And your winner, by way of unanimous decision, the new red corner, Herlan Gomez. The new ABF Silver Bantamweight Champion, Herlan Gomez. Congratulations, Herlan Gomez, the new ABF Silver Bantamweight Champion. And thank you, Mr. Nlising Wangcha and Mr. Vikas Santig. And after this, we have the Chut Yok Chert Grabwan Muay Thai coming up. Ladies and gentlemen.